Okay, hello everyone. I am making strawberry rhubarb pie with a crumble on top. I cubed up some butter. I'm going to get a little bit of ice and put some water in here. I leveled off 2 cups of flour. I just need a half a cup, which I got right here. So it's 2 sticks of butter, 2.5 cups of leveled flour. Boop. I think it's going to make 2 pie doughs. And I'm going to be using this guy. I have a food processor, but I got like a Hamilton Beach one that's like a blender and other things. Yeah. I'm just making the dough for it right now. And I know I got to get a little bit of water. I didn't read it properly. I'm just going to get a little bit of ice and put it in some water. One sec. So I forgot to look at the amount of water, but I'm pretty sure I can eyeball it. Maybe it's like 1/8 of a cup of water or 1/4 of a cup. I'm just going to sprinkle it in. I just put some reverse osmosis water with the ice from my freezer. That needs a new filter. I'm just going to see how this goes. I do have a clean working space, like my counter. As I'm moving things, it's clean. But yeah, it is clean, and I'm going to use a little bit of flour. Just sprinkle the flour. Just sprinkle some of this flour. Why don't we just use some of that flour? And some more. And we're just going to work it. We're going to work this butter into the flour. Old-fashioned way, I guess, is how you do it. It is starting to come. I'm going to use a little bit more flour, like that much flour. And I'm going to rub it on my hands, and we're just going to get into it because we can and we have the time. And I got a little leaven last night, and I feel good. That's why I'm making everything, and I'm making chicken. What is it? Chicken something. Agolemona. It's a Greek dish. Agolemona, or lemon, and it's like a dish from Greece that I found on the World Wide Web. I was looking up recipes, like what tastes good when you're just put maybe the rest of this water. Oh, there goes an ice cube. Won't want that in there. And yeah, so let's see how we do, or how I do. My hands are warm. So it's not coming together how I want it to, so it probably needs a little bit more water. So I'm just going to pour. Now I'm going to use a little sink water, see how that works. Oop, I think I just cut my finger. Yep, I got to throw on a glove. I got to wash it and throw on a glove. One sec, guys. Thank you, husband, for having these freaking Band-Aids. They're a lifesaver. They like wrap around everything. So I'm going to put my gloves on, and then we're going to continue like nothing ever happened. Learning curve. Jade's never used a little bread slicer, dicer, whatever it is. I should have put my dough in the fridge, but I think we're going to be okay. I washed my hands, I clotted it, and we're back to business. I might have put that Band-Aid on a little too tight, but I'll just take it off a little later. And I also got to move some bones around in the chicken, so the chicken pot of stew there. All right. I got fat hands. All right, so maybe this dough had a little time to sit. We just don't push down on these sharp things. Jabba's like, ooh. So it's coming together now a little bit. I still have flour. So, I gotta remove the Band-Aid wrapper so that doesn't end up in someone's mouth. I'm a hot mess. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit more water here. A little bit of cold water. Just sprinkle it on. And probably throw some more flour here on the ground. I do have a rolling pin. It is in my, I should put this back a little bit in the bowl here. We're just winging it today. We're getting all the crumbs and everything, butter, deliciousness. Back over here. I'll pull out my rolling pin. Okay. That looks good. It's coming together. And you don't want to over knead, I know that. But I gotta find my rolling pin. So I'll be right back. Got my rolling pin here. I'm gonna dust it with flour. It doesn't really hold all too well, but we'll see what happens here. I'm just gonna set this dough up. And I'm just going to start, I'm going to move all this extra flour into there. It's still sticky. No, I'm not. It's still kind of sticky. I don't think it's ready. I might have to, or maybe, you know what? I'm supposed to roll it into a bowl and then wrap it in plastic and then roll it out. That's what I'm supposed to do, guys. Sorry, I'm going ahead of myself. I'm going to put this dough in here. It's sticking together. It might be a little dry, but it's a good ball of dough. Okay. So, I haven't done this in like a couple of years, so forgive me. I'm going to take my saran wrap. It's kind of dry, but I'm going to smush it together. It's not my best, but you know what? We're trying over here. We're trying. So that's it, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I'm going to do with the rhubarb. Okay, so I pulled it out of the fridge, guys, and I poured the rest of the water in. Now it's doughy. It's sticky. I put a little bit more flour, a little bit more butter. That's the texture I want. It's like glue is sticking together. I'm also going to cut it in half so I can wrap it and save the other half. I'm going to roll it. That's a dough. That's a good dough. Okay. And then I'm going to flatten it out just like it's coming. Look at that. That's way better, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up and I'll be back with the rhubarb. Alright, so I'm going to cut off the ends here just because they're looking a little raggedy. I got these from the farmer's market. I need to learn the farmers' names. Not the farmers, but the farm stands names, maybe? Or the farm, I guess. This is quite a lot, and we're just going to use it up. I'm going to dice it. I washed the bowl that I got, made the, what's that called in? The dough. I have a little fog brain. I'll set these in here. I still have my glove on. I washed my hand. And this is just going to be a strawberry rhubarb pie. I'm going to throw some sugar in here and maybe some cinnamon. I'm going to use brown sugar maybe and a little bit of white sugar. Not too much though, but just enough. And make sure those are nice and beautiful. I don't know how to take a picture, but I will maybe take a picture at the end and then have that as my thumbnail, I believe it's called. Alright, so I'll be right back with the sugar. Okay guys, so I got my regular sugar and my brown sugar. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, not heaping, just 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of regular cane sugar. And I accidentally got this cinnamon sugar from the dollar store. I'm going to put that on top, but I'm also going to put 1 tablespoon of that. So in total there are 5 tablespoons of sugar in this. And I'm just going to wing it with the cinnamon. Just a couple dashes of cinnamon so where I could smell it. I know that's weird, but 'tis the season to be jolly. I'm going to also dash a little bit of nutmeg Just because, guys, just because. And I have these strawberries here that have just been sitting and they've made a syrup. So I'm just going to pour the syrup, or they've just defrosted. I want to mush them, but I'm going to dice them up. So here we go. I'm just going to dice them up. Okay, there's my chicken. So let me turn that off. Give me one sec. I'm going to have to strain that in a minute. So I'm just roughly chopping these strawberries. I should probably put another glove on, but you know what, here, it's better than dough sticking underneath my nails. I'm going to chop these bad boys off at the end of the week. So this is about 8 to 10 strawberries. That's what my measurements are going to be. 8 to 10 strawberries. And they were frozen. They were given to me by the Unity shop. So somebody donated them. So yeah. And I'm going to pour the syrup onto that. And I'm just going to grab just a regular silver spoon here. Amelia's all eating gummy bears in the living room. And I'm just going to let that marinate. I'm going to probably set that in my fridge and figure everything out. I'm going to preheat my oven, meat oven. I got to strain some. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That'll just sit. That's going to sit in the fridge for a little bit and just marinate. It's just going to marinate. Okay, so beautiful, guys. See? Okay. Okay, guys. I am debating on putting the pie or little thing in here or not. I think it's just going to come over. So I'm going to sprinkle some flour on my workstation. And I'm going to go to town. I don't have gloves on, so we're just going to roll this out and set everything in the oven. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. Put my oven on to 350. And we're just going to see how this goes. So I'm going to make sure there's flour on my everything. You got to make sure there's flour on everything. And you guys get the thing in frame here. Okay. So, oh, we got a little piece of rhubarb. I also wanted to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar. I think it's behind somewhere. Let me find it. Oh no. I didn't put it back. Oh, found it. It's right behind me. I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar into this pie dough. It's all sparkly and beautiful. I'm just going to make it up as we go, like I like to do. Bake it till you bake it? Is that a thing? Bake it till you bake it. So, yeah. Just a little bit more flour here and on my hands. I don't want it to be too dry, but I really want to use this dish, even though I'm going to have to scooch everything. Even though it's going to be a little thin, I'm going to flip this now. We're just going to see where it takes us. I think they want it like 1/4 of an inch thick. I think that's how people like their pie. This is what it looks like. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to make it a little bit more thin. Just roll it out here, maybe a little bit more over here. Okay. And I used to make gillettes, so I just used to put it on a cookie sheet and say, so I've learned to fold. You fold when you bring the beautiful vessel that you get, put that in the middle and unfold delicately with the nails not poking. I did want to put a couple, like I have some granola that I need to get rid of. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, but it's going to work because I'm making it work. So I'm just pressing gently down with the back of my hand in here. And that's what it looks like. And I have my mixture that this has been marinating. I'm just going to dump that in. I lost my spoon, but I have a butter knife out here somewhere. And I'm also going to put, I don't know if I should put an egg or not. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. maybe should put an apple in there. I think I'm gonna put an apple in there. I'll be right back, guys. So I cleaned up my station a little bit here, and I have a julienne. It's a little dull. My husband says we need to invest in a new one. This is 2, 3. Let's see what a 2 looks like. I'm gonna cut it like this, like on the top of the apple. Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm just gonna set it up really pretty on top of the pie. So that's gonna take a few seconds, and I'll just pause and show you guys in a sec. Just so I don't cut off another finger, guys, I'm just going slow. My husband is so right. This is a very dull julienne. I'm probably gonna throw it out after, or maybe it just got caught on something. I'm probably gonna save a little bit of this apple to juice it tomorrow. So throw a little couple lemon juices. Let's see how we do. So let me get out my pan. I put it in the fridge just so it stays nice and cool. One sec. So this was a very small apple, but here is, if I can wipe my screen off real quick. Here's the, you know what, it's not perfect, but I'm kind of happy with it. I'm gonna bake it and see where that goes. Maybe I'll spread them out, fan them out a little bit better. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it with some sugar and top it off with butter, and I'll be back. Look at my sweat. Getting exfoliated today. Okay, guys. Okay, so my oven is beeping. I have this little lemon ball. That I like to use. I don't think I needed to do all that. Sorry, guys. And I'm just sprinkling, just throwing that on. Oh, I forgot to get my egg. I'll be right back. So I just chopped up 2 little tablespoons, and I'm just putting them in the little crevices of this pie here. Just more butter is always better. I also have some egg. I'm just going to do a little quick egg wash around the pie crust so it turns that golden brown. Okay, so it's going to be like scrambled eggs on there. No, I hope not. Jesus. And then, I kind of messed up my thing here. I tried to do like a beautiful crust. And that's it. I'm doing too much. Okay. I got this sugar somewhere, right? Okay. So I'm just going to sprinkle the rest with sugar. And I hope it turns out well. I'm going to put a little knob in the middle. Stick it in the oven for God knows how long. We'll do about 30 minutes. And we'll come back. But I'm probably just gonna take a picture of it, and that's it. Goodbye, guys. That was a hot mess. Didn't lose a thumb though, especially off the mandolin. Bye-bye.